Hi guys, Neil here from Bookie Insiders. I want to talk to you about tomorrow's quarterfinal games. We've got Croatia, Brazil, and we've got Netherlands and Argentina. The first game I'm going to talk to you about is Croatia, Brazil, and the angle I'm taking in this game is for Brazil to win the game with a handicap of -1, which currently we can get on Pinnacle at 1.56. Just before I go any further, I'll just let you know I'm not betting this straight. I'm going to combine it with another selection from the Netherlands-Argentina game. But for this leg, I like Brazil -1 Asian handicap. We'll just talk about that for a second. So Croatia, I doubt their ability to score or create many chances. Let's just look at their games so far. So against Japan, we can see they were quite poor. They generated just 0.96 xg. They had two decent attempts. One was a converted header from Perisic, a low percentage chance, but he converted it. And the other was another chance by Perisic when he stole the ball off one of the Japanese defenders, and he had his shot saved. Other than that, over the course of 120 minutes against Japan, they created very, very little. Really unimpressive. I know they had 14 attempts, but most were really low percentage chances. Against Belgium, they were awful. 0.73 xg, low percentage chances, 4 attempts on target. Against Canada, they had some decent success. They had 4 goals. Obviously, game state matters there. Once Canada fell behind, they were pretty much eliminated from the World Cup, so that changes things. Croatia took advantage of a poor Canadian team in the end, who were tactically caught out, on the counter. They weren't great, but also we should mention that Croatia took their decent chances. You can see here. And most of these came after Canada were trailing and eliminated from the World Cup effectively. Against Morocco, they did nothing. They had 1 attempt on target. It was a decent attempt by Vlasic. I believe it was a cross that was whipped in, and he got his leg on the end of it. It wasn't great. They were hard to watch. That game was very hard to watch. Very, very dull. See here, it was their only attempt on target in the whole game. So yeah, Croatia, I'm low on them. I mean, they've got 120 minutes plus penalties in their legs from the game against Japan. So yeah, there's some talk that Brozovic isn't 100%. He didn't train today, I don't believe. And the team's getting old. The firepower is not there. And Brazil have, for the most part, not given their opponents a sniff on goal. So I'm optimistic that Brazil can cover this handicap. Let's just take a look at them now. Okay, so Brazil, we can see here straight off the bat, they're generating 2.39 xg per 90 with 0.3 xga per 90. So that's chances conceded and that's chances created. Let's just start with Serbia. Serbia, decent attacking side. They didn't get a sniff on goal. 0.22 xg, 0 attempts on target. Against Switzerland, similar story. 0.07 xg, 0 attempts on target. Against Cameroon, they put up their B team. They should have won the game. They had 3.17 xg, 20 attempts on goal. They conceded a few chances, and one of which was a goal, unfortunately for them. Happens in football, but that game didn't mean that much to them really. And then against Korea, they flew into a 4-0 lead. Korea had a couple of chances and they scored, but the majority of these came after Brazil were already 4-0 up, which we need to take into consideration. So yeah, I'm optimistic that Brazil can cover the -1 Asian handicap, and at a very minimum we'll see a push there. They'll get this done in normal time, no doubt. So that's going to be the first leg of our double. It's going to be Brazil -1 Asian handicap, and then the second leg is the other quarterfinal between Netherlands and Argentina. Now, one thing you'll notice straight away from the betting is that the under 2.5 line is favoured in the market. The market is not expecting goals here, but I'm slightly more optimistic that we will see some goals. So let's just start with the Netherlands. So the Netherlands have had pretty easy run in. They had Senegal without Sadio Mane. They were lucky to convert their chances there. And as you can see, it was a pretty even game. Senegal 14 attempts to their 9. Against Ecuador, they were totally outplayed. Should have lost the game. Against Qatar, they were a bit flat, but they got the job done. And then against the US, they took their chances, and they were fortunate to not concede more. The US have not been great in attack, but you see here they put up 2.28 xG and got off 16 attempts on goal. I think it was Tim Ream. He had a great chance there. So did Pulisic at the start of the game. So I know the Netherlands are stacked with defenders and quality, but I haven't been impressed with them defensively, and I think Argentina can get at them. Also, Memphis returning to the 11 has me more optimistic that they can actually add to the goal line as well. So let's take a look here. Argentina have been one of the best defensive sides in the tournament, but once again we have to say, who have they played really? And that round of 16 match against Australia, that was another one where they, it says here 0.71 xG, but they gave up nothing really. The Aussies had a shot from outside the box that deflected off Enzo Fernandez and flew into the bottom corner. There's not much you can do about that. They did really well. They could have scored 3 themselves. Lautaro had a bad miss near the end, and there was a couple of other good chances. Against Poland, they didn't allow much while putting up 3.62 xG, 23 attempts on goal, very good. Mexico was a bit flatter. They were under a lot of pressure in that game, and it showed, but they got the job done in the end. And against Saudi Arabia, we all know about that. They had a couple of goals chalked off, and they were the better side. They should have won. So we can see really healthy xG and shot numbers from Argentina, so I'd expect them to score at least once in this game. Other good news, I believe Angel Di Maria is available. He's a huge part of Argentina's attack. I think they're better with him. Also, I touched on the last preview. Argentina's overall xG and goal output seems to be a lot better as well with Enzo Fernandez in the side. He's probably expected to start. Let's just see if we can pull this up here. To Argentina, have a look. Oh, sorry. Team XG per 90. Enzo Fernandez, you can see he's only had 234 minutes, but with him on the pitch, they're averaging 2.27 XG. And it kind of shows. Julian Alvarez as well. They've looked a lot sharper with him, with both of these players on the pitch, and I'd expect them to start here as well. The selection from the Netherlands Argentina is going to be over 1.5 total goals, which is currently available at 1.51 with Pinnacle. So we can see here the combined price of 2.35 for the Netherlands, Argentina over 1.5 total goals, and Brazil -1 Asian handicap at 1.564. We're gonna combine these, and it's going to be a 2-unit bet. So for those of you unfamiliar, if Brazil do happen to win by only a single goal, and the overs cashes in the Argentina game, then we will only get paid out on the 1.505 on this, because that part of the leg will be essentially void. We get paid out the full amount, to 2.35, if Brazil win by 2 or more goals, and if we get over 1.5 total goals in the Netherlands-Argentina game. So yeah, that's the bet. It's 2-unit bets. If you like the content, please like and subscribe, and thanks for taking time to watch.